So, scrolling on TikTok this morning, honey, it seemed like every other video is a man saying he tired of y'all bitches, he getting his passport ready, and he going to another country so he can get him a woman. I done told y'all, when I was in Jamaica last week, honey, every other couple was a black man with a different race of woman, Spanish, Asian, white, girl. Honey, please, y'all better focus on the right. Y'all better start taking care of your man, because honey, I'm leaving y'all asses in the dirt. Y'all keep focusing on these wigs and these BBLs and all this other bullshit instead of focusing on taking care of your man and making sure he's pleased and happy. Girl, please. They are serious. They throw with y'all shit.
Hey, this is Raulh of Please Act Right. In today's video, I'm going to show you women on their TikTok pages calling men out because they're announcing that they have their passports and they're going to other countries for women. Before we get started, let's have a word from our sponsor. Have you ever wondered why we age? Not just because of years passing, but why we visibly age? A big factor is a protein called collagen, or should I say the lack thereof. Pay close attention. Many studies have discovered that our collagen levels decrease 10% every decade. Think of collagen as the glue that holds us together. The less you have, the more visible your signs of aging may be. You don't know it yet, but in the next minute, you're going to learn how to help reduce these visible signs of aging. After years of searching, I've found the closest thing we may have to the fountain of youth. It's called collagen, and it helps rejuvenate your skin from the inside out by supplying it with 5 specific types of collagen your body desperately needs. By boosting your collagen intake, you'll help restore your skin's elasticity while reducing the appearance of wrinkles. Stop asking yourself where you'll be in 1 year if you don't start taking this amazing substance called collagen now. Try it risk-free for 60 days simply by going to healthactright.com or clicking on the link below. This is time sensitive, so hurry. After entering your details, you'll receive yours delivered right to your doorstep in a few short days.
These videos, right, of these men who's apparently getting their passports and they're leaving. They going elsewhere to find their wives because they can't put up with us.
Can't put up with us. She actually thinks we're supposed to stick around and put up with any nonsense that they put out. It's not that we can't. We won't, because we don't have to.
I'm just wondering who the hell asked them?
See, she thinks that men announcing that they have their passports and leaving are for her to hear. They're announcing to other men that they can do the same thing. Get your passport and seek women from elsewhere. But I guess men can ask her the same question. Who asked you to respond to those videos?
Did we ask them? Why do they feel the need to announce their departure? We don't want to know. We don't care. In fact, we're happy for you. We'll help you pack. If you're doing that, it screams cowardly to me.
And there it is, the shaming tactic. If you stay and put up with her nonsense, she has respect for you. But if you leave because you don't want to put up with her nonsense, then you're a coward.
But trust me, this is not an L for us. This is a W. Nobody's targeting men. Nobody's targeting black men. We're targeting misogynists. And women are finally fed up and holding men accountable.
She said nobody's targeting men, nobody's targeting black men. They're targeting misogynists. But didn't she say in the video that men are making videos announcing that they have their passports and they're leaving the country? So wouldn't that include men, which includes black men? So you're absolutely right. This is a win for you. If all the misogynistic men are getting passports and leaving the country to go and be misogynistic with other women than you, then it is definitely a win for you. And why exactly are you trying to hold them accountable if they're leaving? Make it make sense.
Men is going out here saying, fuck American women, more so the black ones, because they're going overseas to get their wife. We're too annoying in America. We want too much money, X, Y, and Z. All right, cool. This video is specifically for women in other countries. Thailand, Vietnam, anywhere in the fucking Caribbean, India, wherever you at besides the fucking United States. I've done this video before, but I'm not gonna waste your time and resources for you to come like search for this shit and nobody answered.
So you made this video before and nobody responded. But now you decide to make another video because you're in your feelings because the last video you made, nobody responded. Okay, all right, go ahead.
But we're gonna try this again because apparently it don't cost much. And how they presented it, they damn sure ain't using no motherfucking money. It ain't no Benjamins, no Abraham, Jackson, whatever. So I need to understand, what is it, how do these American men fucking take care of y'all? I mean, is it a dowry? Are they coming to your people with gold? Do y'all exchange like fucking cattle? Are they paying you with cryptocurrencies? Do they leave y'all letters with fucking IOUs? Please enlighten the American women. Because apparently, these men just think y'all cheap.
So what type of men you think she's dealing with that she's not getting anything from them? Either she's dealing with the broke Pookies and Ray Rays, or she's dealing with men who don't see value in her, that they want to spend money on her. And to answer her question, men are taking money to go and spend on the women overseas. Most men are willing to spend their hard-earned money on women who look out for us. Women in first world countries like America flat out tell us on a daily basis in videos that they're not cooking, they're not cleaning, and they're pretty much not going to do anything in return. So why would a man spend his money on a woman who's not going to do anything but take?
And it's just too easy to get a passport and bring y'all back over here because y'all ain't about no money. But I know. Y'all foreign women, y'all don't play when it comes to the coins.
And she's absolutely right. Those women don't play about that coin. They understand if they want the man to cough up the money, they're gonna have to take care of him. A memo that most American women nowadays simply did not get. By the way, the men who are educating themselves about foreign women are not bringing those women over here. Simply because we know better. Bring them over here and they'll start acting like the women over here.
I'ma go overseas and get me a foreign girl. Just to let you know that even though, yes, they may be nicer, yes, they may be more submissive and prettier, but they're going to look up to you to be the main provider for her whole family. Her kids, if she got any, her aunts, her uncles, her brothers, her sisters, her 50-some cousins, everybody.
See how they'll take a piece of information and run with it? First off, if she's expecting you to pay for all those people, you just simply find another woman. And it's not that hard to do because they're everywhere over there in those countries. The average woman overseas provides her family with about $50 to $100 a month because the countries are less expensive. The average rent or mortgage here in America is going to hit you anywhere from between $1,000 to $3,000 a month. So if a man is paying, say, $2,000 a month for a mortgage here in the United States, you can almost live off $2,000 a month in the Philippines or Thailand by himself with everything included. Hell, you can rent a decent 3-bedroom house in the Philippines or Thailand for about $400 a month and have $600 a month left over for your bills. In the United States, after you pay that $2,000 a month mortgage, you still need money to pay the rest of your bills. So if a man can't afford to supply a woman taking care of him with $100 to $200 a month for her family, he ain't got no business going over there anyway. But you see the BS they try to pull on us to scare us, to keep us from going overseas?
Y'all be going over there lying to them women overseas.
If this is true and they're no longer lying to you, then why do you care?
Them women look at y'all and see the suits, they see the sneakers, they see the money that you're pulling out. And you're making it seem like you are a basketball player, you are an athlete, because most of the black men that they see are athletes, actors, singers. That's pretty much what they see.
What country is she talking about? The majority of men that are making videos that are over there are regular dudes making regular money. And there's no need to go over there and pretend like you make more money than you really do. Some of the older dudes, fat and out of shape dudes, and broke dudes can get a woman over there. So what the hell is she talking about?
So when you come over there, you're making them believe that you have money. Them women don't ask you, what do you do? They don't even ask you, what part are you from? They just ask you, are you American?
Now, where exactly is she getting this information from?
And so when they get over here, they're thinking they're going to be moving to California, they're going to be moving to New York, they're going to be moving to a bigger city. But then when they get here and they're going to North Carolina, South Carolina, Louisiana, Texas, Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, just to name a few, they're like, what is this? Then they find out you got bad credit, you live in the ghetto, and you live no differently than they do.
Now, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, because I'm sure it does. But why does she feel the need to talk about this? How does this negatively affect her? She doesn't give a damn about foreign women coming over here and finding out that she's going to live the same way she did in her own country. Acting like she's giving a public service announcement to foreign women. This is yet another shaming tactic to try to get those women over there to see her video and get scared of dating black men from the United States. See, they claim they don't want us, but they show us they don't want anybody else to have us either. Because if they really didn't want us, they wouldn't be making these videos.
Study shows dating opportunities for men are decreasing as more healthy relationship standards arise. But even more beautiful than that, my sister and have been listening. Yes, sis! Girl, you bad. You bad, cause they gotta change now. We tired of this weak ass. Oh! It's been too hard dating.
Was that a... Okay, never mind. She says, now men have to change. Change to what? The caption says, studies shows dating opportunities for men are decreasing as more healthy relationship standards arise. So they're raising their standards to a level where 90% of the men don't even qualify to date them. And she's excited thinking it's a win for women in this country. Clearly, she's the one woman that doesn't realize that men are getting their passports and are changing countries.
So yeah, guys, make the trip. Just know that the women and children in your life will think you're scum from this point forward.
Really? So men are going to be thought of as scum if he makes a trip to a foreign country and mingle with foreign women. So I wonder if she made a video saying the same thing about women when they go overseas to do the exact same thing. You know, like when they go to Jamaica, the Bahamas, the Cayman Islands. See, when women go to other countries to have fun, it's called a girls trip. But when men go on a trip to do the same thing, we're scum. See? More of the double standard BS.
As someone who has lived in other countries for a number of years, let me tell you, black men aren't the only one doing this. Men of all races are doing this.
Yeah, men of all races are doing this. That's because men of all races are finally getting sick of dealing with some of y'all's bullshit.
This practice has been going on for so long. It's only the broke black men who out here clout chasing and who think they're really doing some new shit are the ones who are talking about it.
And that's because the experience is new to them. Who do you know, male or female, who doesn't talk about a new exciting experience on and on? You know that woman that meets that guy and she feels he's the one for her and she won't stop talking about him? Well, that's the same thing men do when they have a newfound experience. I wonder, does she knock those women for their excitement? Of course not.
I'm gonna tell you what the real lick is. The men who can afford to go over there, put them a wife in a house, keep her over there, and still maintain back in the States. That's the lick, okay?
And that only covers approximately 10% of the men, because 90% of the men cannot sustain a household in this country and a household in another country too. See how she's trying to make it sound like there's a multitude of men doing this? By the way, have you ever heard the expression, her body, her choice? Well, his money, his choice. And unless you're the woman that he's cheating on with a woman in a whole nother country, mind your business, because that doesn't even concern you.
Like I said, the only reason why this is a trend now is because all the broke boys who couldn't afford it 20, 30, 40 years ago have the money.
What? 20 years ago, the majority of guys who are going overseas were 10 years old. 30 and 40 years ago, the majority of guys who are going overseas now weren't even born. And those of us who are old enough to fit those years that she just spit out, we were working jobs that kept us from being able to go to those countries too often. But now that more men are working online, that allows them to be able to go. And why in the hell would anybody stay and date in a country where they're flat out told they're not wanted? And let's also keep in mind that the trifling and broke men that they're talking about are not the only ones getting passports and going to other countries. A lot of these guys that are making these videos are good guys who are tired of being used like ATMs and being mentally abused by women who don't have their shit together. So here's what I'm finding that each one of these women have in common. Take a look at me. Do you think women are lined up down the block to date me? Of course not. Now take a look at each one of these women making these videos. Do you think men are lined up down the block to date them? I'm gonna leave that to let you answer. The second thing, the mere fact that they turned on their cameras and made these videos and posted them, I guarantee you, these are the same type of women that are combative with men when it's not even necessary. And I'm willing to bet you, every one of these women that make these videos are single. So of course they're happy to see men leave. So let's take a moment and see if the more attractive women are making the same videos.
If you feel a way about men and you hate men and you think men are miserable, disgusting, I just beg of you, then just leave them alone. Ladies, you don't have to deal with them. You don't have to sleep with them. You don't have to get into a relationship with them. And that's it. But I am getting sick and tired of watching these videos. I'm just tired, y'all. I'm tired.
So yesterday, when I said that the men were going to other countries to find women because they were sick of y'all shit, honey, in my comments, the women were like, bye, motherfucker, bye. Instead of saying, damn, we gotta fix this shit. We gotta do right by our men. We gotta be better. But in the same breath, you see a black man out and he's with a white woman or Asian woman or a Spanish woman, any other race, your face gets all up. You get a big scowl. So, do you want black men or don't you? Because this shit is confusing.
Did you notice that the two more attractive women are not making videos like the rest of them? The more attractive women are at peace with men getting their passports and going to other countries for women. My guess is they're being sought after more than the other women in this video. The first young lady I showed in the very beginning of the video, this is the same young lady right here. Notice, she's taking this situation seriously. She also stated that women themselves need to do better, not just the men. But of course, the majority of women who actually need some work done on themselves are not going to listen. That's exactly why so many men are getting their passports and leaving. So to all the women out there making these videos saying that you don't care about men getting their passports and leaving the country, let me make it plain and clear to you. These men are not announcing it to women. They're announcing it to other men to let them know that they don't have to stay here and deal with your nonsense. And lastly, to all the women out there making these videos, your insecurities are showing when you make these videos. And the truth of the matter is, men don't care that you don't care that they got their passports and leaving the country. Because if we really did, we would not be leaving. Hey, somebody had to tell you, and I love you, so it might as well be me. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to get notified when I post a new video. I post a new video every week. And in the meantime, will you please act right? My name is Raulh. See you in another video. So if you enjoyed this video, check out one of these two videos right here. I'm sure you'll enjoy them too. And if you like, you can visit my channel. I have plenty of videos there. Go ahead. Don't be scared.